2023 Ducati Desert X, the best middleweight adventure motorcycle. The Ducati Desert X 2023 is a completely new middleweight adventure bike from the Bologna, Italy-based manufacturer, Ducati. Ducati has finally released this motorcycle in the United States and the rest of North America. In general appearance, the Desert X resembles a modernized version of the first-generation Cagiva Elephant from the mid-1990s. Ducati made a fantastic job of updating the look of the classic ADV. Ducati's state-of-the-art electrical package is still available in this setup. Urban, Sport, Enduro, Rain, and Touring are the standard group settings that regulate ride-by-wire, engine power modes, traction control, and wheelie control. The Desert X is powered by Ducati's tried and true 937 cubic centimeters Testastretta 11 degrees L twin, an engine that's been in Ducati's lineup for a few years now. Ducati fitted shorter transmission gear ratios in first and second gear. The lower ratios help when negotiating precarious terrain and are also good for added acceleration when climbing grades. The unit has benefited from some updates along the way, and was mated to a new 6-speed gearbox in the Monster last year. The supportive seat and the manner it places the rider so low and inside the bike both contribute to its high ergonomic score. The large foot pegs are another great feature, as they provide a secure footing even on slippery ground. The handlebar is comfortably wide and swept slightly backward. This is an advantageous setup for long stretches of street riding. We value the handling on this motorcycle, which surprised us a little, as we generally don't favor motorcycles that don't employ rear suspension linkages, but this setup works very well. To be fair, the roads around Aspen, Colorado, where we first rode this bike was smooth, and even the fire roads and the 2-track weren't that rough. So the jury is still out on how this suspension performs over rough surfaces, but in our initial rides it worked well. The 5.5-gallon gas tank is attractively designed, but it makes the bike seem a little top-heavy while you're standing up on it. We'd also want to see Ducati engineers smooth up the top of the fuel tank where the driver sits. But that minor criticism aside, the Desert X is a really manageable motorcycle. The huge tank is a great feature. Fuel tanks on street bikes are normally excessively small, but the Desert X is a welcome exception. The additional 2.5-gallon gasoline tank, $1,500, that can be installed on top of the passenger seat and connected to the primary fuel tank is the desirable add-on. The gasoline capacity is therefore increased to over 8 gallons. An increase in range is especially obvious on a middleweight bike, which often doesn't require as much fuel as larger adventure motorcycles.